Welcome back to the Knockout Nest. Alright, let's get one thing straight. Shaqy Foster didn't lose his belt in that fight against Robson Conceicao. He got hustled by the judges. How do you land twice as many clean punches and still walk out empty-handed? That's like your team dominating the game, only to lose on some last-second BS call. But boxing's dirty like that. And on November 2nd, Foster's coming for revenge. Not just to win, but to set the record straight. And Conceicao? Oh, he's ready to prove that first W wasn't a fluke. So who's it gonna be? Foster out for blood, or Conceicao to silence the haters? Stick around, because you won't want to miss this breakdown. Let's take things back to July 2024. Foster walked into that ring knowing he had the skills to beat Conceicao. Let's face it, he landed cleaner, slicker punches and avoided most of the Brazilian's wild swings. You would have thought the fight was on ice by round 6, right? But when the final bell rang, Foster wasn't the one holding up the belt. Now, Conceicao did throw more punches, 701 to be exact, but hit Foster like a dude trying to punch through a brick wall. He only landed 10.8% of those punches. Meanwhile, Foster hit 25.1%, which is boxing lingo for he got schooled. But boxing isn't always about stats, is it? Judges sometimes get caught up in the hustle. Conceicao kept coming forward all night charging like a bull, throwing leather, and sometimes judges just like that energy, even if it's not hitting anything. So yeah, the Brazilian walked out of the ring with the belt. But there was a cloud over that decision. Was it really deserved? Foster and a lot of fans don't think so. Shaqy Foster, born in Texas, knows all about grinding it out. His career wasn't always smooth. He had losses early on and people started whispering that maybe he didn't have what it takes. But then he flipped the script, and in 2018, after that knockout of John Fernandez, he silenced the doubters. His big moment came when he took down Ray Vargas to win the WBC belt, 5'8½", with a 72-inch reach. Foster's the kind of fighter who makes you miss all night, while making you pay for every mistake. Now, Robson Conceicao, this dude's got Olympic gold hanging around his neck from Rio 2016, Brazil's first ever boxing gold. Now, he's been trying to convert that Olympic shine into a world championship for years, but got denied by Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson before finally getting his belt this past summer. Let me tell you, Conceicao isn't here for finesse. He's here to bang. He's a pressure fighter, the kind of guy who gets in your face and makes it ugly if he needs to. If you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Alright, let's jump back into the action. Now, if you thought the first fight was filled with drama, this rematch is going to be a full-on grudge match. Both fighters are stepping into the ring with something to prove. Now, Foster doesn't need to change his game plan entirely, but he does need to avoid the traps he fell into in the later rounds of the first fight. He controlled the distance with his jab early, but let Conceicao push him around too much in the final rounds. This time, he needs to turn up the heat in the later rounds. If Foster wants to make sure this rematch ends in his favor, he's got to keep the judges out of it. Last time, Foster let Conceicao get a little too comfortable coming forward. He's going to need to stay busier, especially in those championship rounds. Do you think he'll let the fight go to the scorecards again? Nah, not if he can help it. Now, Conceicao's not winning this fight by outboxing Foster from the outside. That's a losing battle. Conceicao's got to get inside, cut off the ring, and make it ugly. He threw 701 punches in their last fight, but only landed a sliver of them. If he can't pin Foster down and land something significant, he's going to have a long night. Conceicao's best chance is to catch Foster with something hard. Foster's never been stopped, but Conceicao has the power to turn the fight around if he can land a big shot. The real question is, can he land it clean this time? Let's be real. This fight isn't just about a shiny gold belt. It's about respect, legacy, and the future. For Foster, a win puts him back at the top of the division. Lose again, though, and the doubters will come knocking, saying he doesn't have what it takes to stay at the top. He's got eyes on bigger names like Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez, but he needs to get through Conceicao first. For Conceicao, this is about proving that his first win wasn't just a fluke. He's finally got the world title after years of coming close, but never quite making it. If he wins again, especially convincingly, he set himself up for bigger paydays, and maybe even unification bouts down the line. But if he loses, The whispers that he didn't deserve the title in the first place will only get louder. And at 35 years old, he knows his time at the top is limited. This isn't just a rematch. It's career defining. Who's going to take that next step towards greatness? And who's going to fade into the background? All right, let's put all the technical breakdowns aside and talk straight. Who's walking out with the belt? Foster, slick and precise, coming to prove that last fight was a fluke? Or Conceicao, the relentless bulldog who's been hearing all the noise and is ready to make it quiet? Let's not pretend this is just about skills. It's about heart. It's about ego. It's about proving who the real champ is. Foster might have gotten the short end of the stick last time, but that's all the motivation he needs to make sure it doesn't happen again. Now, Conceicao's out here trying to show that he belongs at the top, but is he ready for the smoke Foster's about to bring? This fight is going to have people talking long after the bell rings. But who you got? Make your call now, because come November 2nd, somebody's walking out with their hand raised. And the other? Well, they're going home with a whole lot of questions. This is going to be must-watch TV. Foster's looking for redemption, and Conceicao's looking to prove himself all over again. This fight isn't just about skills. It's about pride, respect, and legacy. So mark your calendar for November 2nd, because this is one fight you don't want to miss. And before we bounce, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and stay locked in for more breakdowns just like this. We'll see you again when the dust settles on the campus.